Yo, what is going on? Yo, Loki. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna check this, make sure I'm live, bro. Yo. Yo, it's actually working. It's kind of wild. I'm looking at my phone right now. And it's actually working. Yo, I want to see if I can, see my viewers and shit. Like, where do I go to see my stuff like that? Going insane. Yeah, how do I, go to see the details? How do I, stream? Is this the chat? This is the chat. What's going on chat? This is kind of wild, bro. Also, my name is not Skullface anymore. Going insane on Neal.fun. What's going on? Alright, I'm gonna... Guess I'll start with this. Yo, one person in the chat, dog. I think it's me. Yo, one person, it's me. I've muted myself. Only reason I've got this up. 2 people watching. Nice. Hello. What's going on? What's going on? I am playing Stimulation Clicker. Alright. I was playing this just a second ago. It's actually a little bit wild. So it's it's basically like a cookie clicker type thing, but things just get crazier as they go on. So you start out with the DVD symbols, the DVD logos that are bouncing around, and then you go to tab title. I don't know what that did. My stimulation per second. Mine was the run I was just in was actually kind of wild though. It was I had it Subway Surfers gameplay in the background. It was there was mukbang going on, bro. It was actually so wild. 0 stimulation per second. Hopefully I can get up to a high amount of this. How do I see my chat? I'm right now looking at OBS and I'm just trying to see if I can see my chat somehow. Whatever, man. Da, 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 da. Yo, what's going on? I'm playing Stimulation Clicker on Neal.fun. How y'all doing? Oh shoot, that's me. Never mind. Yeah, there's some wild delay going on right now. So if I don't respond to your chat message immediately, that's why. The delay is actually crazy. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I low-key think the strat for this is just to get the DVDs, because then you can level up with that. And that gets you, like, you can move faster and stuff like that. And these are, like, the most profitable. It gets the most stimulation. Button upgrade. +1 stimulation per click. Oh god. Why does it make a noise? Yo, can y'all hear that? Oh my god, that's annoying as hell. That's really annoying. Oh yeah, I got Subway Surfers gameplay down here. So that's nice. Let's tell y'all. Actually, the rain sounds in the lo-fi is like nice until you start adding other things. Like you can get a true crime podcast and stuff like that, and it gets annoying as hell. And then mukbangs, you just hear like some moron munching in the background. One second, put on my headphones so there's no like feedback.
out my garden. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I have to think of the day. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and I thought I'll bring you outside because, hey, it's still summer. I've got kind of like a BLT sandwich. So I've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, of course, an egg, like an omelette, just basic omelette with a little bit of cream, and a moment mayo. I ran out of lettuce, so one of the sandwiches, this one, has actually kale on one layer. Yeah. Anyway, some salt and vinegar crisps. And what else? A beer. Anyway, can't wait to eat. I'm super starving. Let's eat. That's what I call an aggressive pour. Well, the tomatoes also homegrown by my wife. Cheers.
What's your emergency?
There's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
She's here. Not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail. She has no face.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabel Diaz. Mirabel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress, but trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party, but legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Mirabel found a path to acting in an unexpected place, Wild Tides Water Park. There, Mirabel donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Mirabel became Miss Mirabel, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing: Mirabel Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
She was a pretty redhead. Some say she had web feet. She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, "Hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Yeah, regulation bowling alley, do you understand? Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. Yeah, all kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Yeah, maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3-bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employees half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabelle, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this.
That looked fun.
Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Oh, or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps. Hard. Against a glass wall.
don't mind her. That's cannellini. Here, girl. Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escaped. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tide's water park, remembers Mirabelle a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing. For a brunette. Except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, you know, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. She'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you know, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, you know, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost ambassador to Kazakhstan. And people don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, you know, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center. Sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know, my children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have. So. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer. Oh, so gifted. I was never like that. I mean, everyone's different. Some of us are more into the artistry of it all. I'm a Wild Tides water park mermaid because I believe it's important to provide families with wholesome, all-ages entertainment at an affordable price. But others, they like the attention. Not that I'm blaming her for what happened. Gosh, no. She was a nice person. She didn't deserve that. Not at all. You just never think something like that would happen in a little teensy-weensy town like Mystic Bay. I mean, besides that time that poor boy was pushed into that hydraulic press, or that old man who spontaneously combusted in the Publix parking lot. But other than that, you just never think of bad stuff happening here. It was so sad what happened to her. Of course, we all suspected Jared. He was weird. He followed her around like a puppy. A weird puppy.
Mirabelle's disappearance left a mark on the minuscule town of Mystic Bay, with search missions tampered by downed power lines and felled trees. As days turned into weeks, the town's optimism began to fade. That said, losing hope is something of a custom for residents of Mystic Bay. For years, competing theme parks, virus outbreaks, daylight savings, and a quickly shifting culture led to a downturn in park numbers.
Hey, come on now. Wild Tides is still top quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right? But the fact of the matter is, kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather be on their phones playing Candy Crush or Roblox Adopt Me or Neal.fun than at a park with their folks. So people stopped coming. And then, of course, that's when they found her. Or what was left of her.
What was left of Mirabelle was found by Jared Holt on November 15th, 2012, 3 months after she went missing. That's his voice you heard in the 911 call at the top of the episode.
She has her tail. She has no face.
When Chippewa County Police arrived at the scene, they discovered a grisly sight. Mirabelle Diaz, lodged in the jaws of the Megalodon Megatwister, her mermaid tail curled daintily beneath her on the ancient beast's pink fiberglass tongue. The park's earliest attendees, a group of school children from the St. Brendan the Navigator Institute for Marine Biology, followed Jared's gaze, the park's famed mermaid staring back at them. That is, if she could have stared back. Jessalyn Garcia remembers the day vividly.
Oh, he was all cat and tonic when he first saw her. Like he couldn't move or blink or say a single word. Oh, poor thing. He just stood there, looking into the hole where her face had been. It was all sunk in. A pit. No offense to Mirabelle, but I think it was the worst I've ever seen her look. And it was the first day since the hurricane that the park was open to the public. That's what's so sad about it. November is always a slow month. The water's cold, the sun sets early. It's peak season for the flesh-eating algae that sometimes grows on the lazy river inner tubes. But we lost so much money because of the storm that we were all just so excited for the park to open back up again. And someone had just up and shoved poor little old Mirabelle into the big old shark's mouth. How's that for taking the stick right out of your popsicle?
Now, Jessalyn had a pretty good idea of who was responsible. But first... Speaking of popsicles, when's the last time you enjoyed a mouthful of fresh, home-cooked food? Between work and errands, there's never time to cook a proper meal. that's where Dinner Dash comes in. Dinner Dash is a weekly meal delivery service focused on fresh, organic ingredients with recipes chosen by real chefs. Best of all, Dinner Dash meals never expire. Using our secret technology, we have made eggs that last forever. Get 20% off your first Dinner Dash weekly meal kit with code KILLER20. Dinner Dash, meals that are eternal. Back to the case. Here's Jessa Lynn.
Now, the first thing you gotta understand about Mystic Bay is that it's a small town. Real small, itty bitty. So everyone knows everyone here. I went to school with Jared and Maribel, worked alongside them here at the park. And Jared, well, I can say this, right? Because I know him. He's probably just about the worst mascot we've ever had. The only reason he kept his job is because no one else wanted to wear the costume. And when I say he wanted to wear the costume, I mean he really, 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 really wanted to wear the costume. Like, really. Like, not in a God-honoring way.
Oh my god, what did I do?
Jared Holt had dressed as Wild Tide's water park's iconic mascot, Manny the Manatee, since dropping out of Mystic Bay High School in 1999. His costume consisted of a massive suit carved of fleece and foam, complete with flippers, a floppy headpiece, and Manny's signature orange flip-flops. All told, the costume weighed in at a staggering 140 pounds and was said to have reached internal temperatures of up to 100 degrees, 310 Kelvin in the searing Florida heat. Past Manny the Manatees have been recorded passing out from the extreme temperature, including one man who, in 1973, collapsed face first into a child's birthday cake, and another who, in 1985, became partially baked within the suit while conducting a water safety demonstration at the park's wave pool. For years, Wild Tide's water park officials could not find workers willing to put on the suit.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Change the design? Yeah, no. Out of the question. That Manny the Manatee suit was designed by my own daddy, Frank Wild Sr. Jr. He had two dreams: to sell quality beans at affordable prices across the continental United States of America, and to make a true man-manatee hybrid he referred to as the humanity. And that damn suit, that's the second closest he ever got to it. So no, I'd never change it. If you think the suit's too heavy or too stinky or too what have you, well, that's a personal failing. Man up. And manatee up. Yeah, come on, change the suit? What, are you kidding me with this?
You could smell the suit before you saw it. I'd say it was closest to... Did you ever have a Florida-style pizza? Well, you take a handful of saltine crackers and sort of spread them out on a paper plate with sprayed cheese, turtle jerky, and a little bit of gas station pickle, and a sprinkling of boiled peanuts. Just leave it out for a little bitty bit, let the sunshine do its magic, and voila, you got yourself a meal. Now, it's delicious, but you'll be smelling it for about a mile, 2 miles out if the wind hits just right. I don't really eat that sort of food, personally. The Manny the Manatee suit smelled sort of like that. Like Florida-style pizza. Or rotten broccoli.
Despite the suit's numerous downsides, there was one person more than willing to don it around the park. Jared Holt.
Jared, well, he strayed from the light of the Lord. I can tell you that much for nothing. Tampering with the divine design. He had a lot of off predications. He was a fuzzy.
I met with Jared Holt at the Chipko County Jail. It's a small, peach-colored structure across from a former Sears-turned-Spirit Halloween.
I first learned about it online. I've always liked to draw. Kind of. Like, funny animals. Or animals with, like, bazooka arms. Just funny stuff, you know? Whatever pops into my head. Like maybe I'll draw a manatee with big muscles and bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel more like drawing a bazooka that shoots out manatees with, really huge muscles. There's a lot of symbolism there if you think about it. Not that a lot of people think about it. I have a real respect for all sirenians. That's the term for aquatic mammals like manatees and dugongs, by the way. Sirenian. Like a siren, like a mermaid. They think sailors invented mermaids because they saw manatees out in the water and fell in love with them?
I asked Jared whether his appreciation for Sirenians extended to Mirabelle. He grows quiet, sullen, and then...
Mirabelle, no. I don't think of her that way. She was pretty, sure. Long pinkish hair, cross-eyed. She was a friend to me. Nothing less, nothing more. After all, she was the one to pull me out of that pool trade.
The incident to which Jared is referring occurred in June of 2001 and has since become local legend around the microscopic town of Mystic Bay. Jared Holt, then 19, had gone on break. Like many Wild Tide Water Park workers, fighting the miasmic heat of a June afternoon with can after can of fluorescent yellow alcoholic energy drinks, he suffered a lapse in judgment. Against park rules, he stripped off his heavy mascot suit and, accompanied by several other intoxicated park employees, dove into the inviting aquapower waters of the Wild Tide Pool.
Switch it up.
Jessalyn, like nearly everyone else in the unbelievably tiny town of Mystic Bay, has heard every detail of what transpired that fateful afternoon.
The wave pool.
Three knees, count it. Three,
Well,
two,
we're not
one,
supposed to be
switch it up.
fraternizing with the
Three,
customers, the park
two,
goers.
corner
That's
knee.
first thing. It's
We're gonna
important to
kinda
have
build that
boundaries,
project
or else
as
the
we go,
customers
all
will try
right?
to get away with
Let's go.
every little thing.
Now crunch it
Bringing
down.
corn dogs on
We'll
the
keep
water
going back to the
slides,
top.
and putting their bits
Adding a
and
move
pieces
as
in the
we
jellyfish
go. You
tank.
got it, here we go.
And then there's
Three
the fact
knees,
that
count it
Manny the
down.
manatee should
Three,
never be seen out of costume.
one,
That's
switch
the
it
second
up.
thing. It
Three,
scares the
what's
little
the move?
children
Corner
seeing a
knee.
wrapped in cute
Don't worry,
man
you
wearing
don't
nothing
have
but
to
swing
remember it.
trunks and a manatee
I
mascot
normally
head.
call it out.
It's
I always call it out.
unnatural. And then,
Corner
of course,
curl.
there's the
That leg
prophecy.
curl. Come
That's
on.
the third thing.
But
Let's
first,
go. Back to those crunches. Crunch it down. Four. Don't quit
when
on
it
me.
comes to
Three.
looking out for
Don't
your
stop on
future,
me.
do
Two.
you know who to
Let's go.
trust?
Three
Invest in your
knees. Count
tomorrow
it down.
today with
Three,
Chipco County
two,
Bank and Loan.
one. There
With
you go.
Chipco County Bank
Three,
and Loan,
two,
you can rest
corner
assured
curl.
your money is
And if you
working
get
as
some of the
hard
movements
as
messed
you
up,
are using the power
so
of
what?
state-certified
Now we're
psychic
adding
accountants.
your side leg.
Astrological accounting
Side leg.
harnesses the power of the
Side
planets
leg.
to grow your wealth
Side leg.
astronomically.
Now crunch
Open
it
an
down.
account today and receive a
Four.
complimentary
Come on.
free birth
Three.
chart.
Come on.
Aries in your
Two.
second house,
Come on.
Pisces in your
Three
eighth.
knees. Count
It's
it
no
down.
matter. With
Three,
Chipco County
two,
Bank and Loan, even
one,
Gemini
switch it up.
placements can look
Three,
forward to
two,
financial
corner
security.
knees up.
And if you use code
Hey.
KILLER50 within 30
Come on, y'all.
days,
Let's
you
work
can
out.
receive an extra $50 cash
Corner
bonus
curl.
just for signing up.
Let's go.
Chipco County Bank and Loan.
Come on, what you got
Have
next?
seen stars.
Side leg.
And
Kick it
now,
out.
back to the
Boom.
case.
Boom.
The prophecy,
Boom.
as everyone
Now,
knows,
L step.
foretells the
Step.
return of a
Four.
creature
Step.
known
Watch
only
out.
as the
Come on, we
anomaly.
coming.
Its
L
vision
step
cannot be
again.
uttered by
Step.
human tongues,
Four.
and human
Step. Come
mind
on.
cannot conceive
Back
of its
to the
form.
top. Crunch it down.
Rivera was arrested after a standoff. Found Diaz sentenced today 50-year-old Juan Rivera in the stabbing death of his wife, Maribel Diaz, in Rochester. Rochester police found Diaz dead in her car last year. Rivera was arrested after a standoff at his family's home, but just before he was brought into custody, authorities say he started a fire in his basement. The flames burned through the house and killed several pets. Yesterday at his original sentencing, Rivera claimed police actually started the fire at his house. Rivera got 25 years in prison plus 5 years post-release supervision for the homicide, consecutive to 1 to 3 years for the arson.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Why, if you kill somebody, why would you not? If you killed somebody, why would you not get life? Like, if it was murder, why wouldn't you get life? That's a little bit weird to me. That Does that make sense to other people? Like, why would you not get life? Doesn't that make more sense? It's like you murdered somebody else. You cannot be trusted. You're a scary person. Bro, I'm so tired of playing Neal.fun. Oh boy, at Thanksgiving, my sister discovered I had 12 million and my family demanded ... What in the world? Yeah, little Tekka. Doug's first time playing Minecraft. Kinda wanna watch this. Not gonna lie. Alright, I think I'm just gonna end stream. Sorry, chat. Kinda boring. So, see y'all next stream.